The internet, a vast and boundless realm, a digital universe where endless possibilities and countless stories unfold. It connects us, entertains us, and sometimes terrifies us. Within its depths we find both the light of human creativity and the shadows of our darkest fears. From the darkest corners of the web emerge stories that send shivers down our spines. These tales, often whispered in hushed tones, are the stuff of nightmares. These are the creepypastas, digital campfire tales designed to unsettle and disturb. They are the modern folklore of the internet age, where the line between reality and fiction blurs. One such tale, whispered from screen to screen, is that of Ben Drowned. A story that has captivated and horrified audiences for years. It tells of a haunted video game cartridge, a malevolent entity trapped within, and the unsuspecting players drawn into its terrifying game. The legend of Ben Drowned is not just a simple ghost story. It is a complex narrative that intertwines with the very fabric of the game itself. This is not just a story about a game. It's about the darkness that lurks beneath the surface, waiting to break free. It's about the hidden fears that reside within us all, brought to life through the pixels on a screen. Ben Drowned is a chilling reminder that even in the digital world, some things are best left undisturbed. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of delving too deeply into the unknown. But curiosity, like a moth to a flame, often draws us closer to the things that frighten us most. The allure of the unknown, the thrill of uncovering a hidden truth, can be irresistible. And so we find ourselves drawn into the darkness, seeking answers to questions we may not want to know. As players become engrossed in the game, they are unaware of the lurking danger that awaits them. The story of Ben Drowned is a testament to the power of storytelling in the digital age, where a simple game can become a vessel for our deepest fears. Haunting images and eerie music create an atmosphere that is both captivating and terrifying. The legend of Ben Drowned continues to haunt the internet, a reminder that some stories are more than just fiction. In the end, Ben Drowned is more than a tale of a haunted game. It is a reflection of our own fears and the power of the digital world to bring them to life. A legend that will continue to emerge from the shadows, reminding us of the thin line between reality and the digital unknown. The story begins, as many do, with an innocent discovery. A young college student browsing a local garage sale stumbles upon a relic of gaming past. The garage sale is filled with forgotten treasures, each item holding a story of its own. The student, driven by nostalgia and curiosity, sifts through the dusty items, hoping to find something unique. Among the clutter, he finds an old Nintendo 64 cartridge, its label scratched and faded, simply reading Majora. The cartridge, though worn, sparks a sense of excitement in him. Memories of childhood gaming sessions flood his mind, and he can't resist the urge to buy it. Intrigued, the student purchases the cartridge, unaware of the darkness he's invited into his life. The seller, an elderly man with a knowing look, hands it over with a cryptic warning. "Be careful with that one, son. It's got a history." Returning home, he eagerly plugs the cartridge into his console. His heart races with anticipation as he prepares to relive the adventures of his youth. The console, a relic itself, hums to life, and the screen flickers. The familiar Nintendo logo flickers to life, but something feels off. The screen glitches momentarily and a chill runs down his spine. He brushes it off as a minor technical issue, too excited to let it dampen his spirits. The colours are distorted, the music slightly warped. The once vibrant hues now appear muted and eerie, and the cheerful tunes have taken on a haunting quality. He adjusts the settings, but the unsettling atmosphere persists. A sense of unease settles upon him as he starts a new game. The familiar game world feels different, almost malevolent. He can't shake the feeling that he's being watched, that something is lurking just beyond the screen. Little does he know this is no ordinary game cartridge. It's a gateway to something far more sinister. The game seems to have a mind of its own, leading him down paths he doesn't remember and showing him scenes that were never part of the original game. It's a vessel, a conduit to a place where fear reigns. The cartridge pulses with a dark energy and the room grows colder. He feels a presence, an unseen force that seems to be drawing him deeper into the game. This is where the legend of Ben Drowned truly begins. The student, now fully immersed in the game, encounters a character named Ben. The character's eyes seem to follow him, and the game begins to address him directly, calling him by name. A story of a haunted video game, a vengeful spirit, and the unsuspecting players who become pawns in a terrifying game. The student realizes too late that he's not just playing a game. He's part of a sinister narrative, one that blurs the lines between reality and the digital world. The haunting tale of Ben Drowned is just beginning, and there's no turning back. The student, known online as Jadusable, begins documenting his experiences with the strange cartridge on an online forum. At first, the glitches seem minor, strange textures appearing, music playing in reverse, but soon things take a sinister turn. Jadusable's character, Link, begins to move on his own. The game world warps around him, transforming into grotesque and unsettling landscapes. The once vibrant and charming world of Termina is now a twisted reflection, shrouded in an oppressive atmosphere of dread. Jadusable tries to rationalize these events. A corrupted file, perhaps a hardware malfunction, but deep down, a chilling realization begins to dawn on him. Something else is at play here, something far more sinister. Section 4. Link's transformation, a glitch in the Matrix. As Jadusable delves deeper into the game, the glitches become more frequent and unsettling. Link's model begins to distort, his once familiar features twisting into a horrifying visage. His smile becomes a grotesque grin, his eyes hollow and black. The other characters, once friendly and welcoming, now seem to acknowledge Link's transformation. Their dialogue, once helpful and cheerful, becomes laced with cryptic warnings and pleas for help. They speak of a being called Ben, trapped within the game's code. Jadusable is horrified. He tries to stop playing but finds himself drawn back to the game, compelled by an unseen force. He's no longer in control. The game, or rather Ben, is calling the shots now. Section 5. The Elegy of Emptiness, a world turned hostile. The game world itself becomes a character in Jadusable's nightmare. It is no longer just a backdrop for his adventures, but an active participant in his torment. The very essence of the game has been corrupted, turning every pixel and sound bite into a tool of psychological warfare. Familiar locations are now distorted and wrong. Places that once brought a sense of nostalgia and comfort are twisted into grotesque parodies of their former selves. The town square, once bustling with NPCs, is now eerily silent, with shadows lurking in every corner. Music plays backwards, creating a cacophony of unsettling sound. The melodies that once guided players through their quests are now dissonant and jarring, adding to the sense of unease. It's as if the game itself is mocking Jadusable, turning his memories against him. The once vibrant world of Termina is now a desolate and hostile wasteland, reflecting the twisted intentions of its new master. The lush fields are now barren, the rivers run dry, and the sky is perpetually overcast, casting a gloomy pall over everything. Enemies appear without warning, their movements erratic and unpredictable. They no longer follow the game's original programming, instead acting with a malevolent intelligence. Each encounter is a test of survival, with Jadusable never knowing when or where the next threat will emerge. The save points, once a source of comfort and respite, now evoke a sense of dread. These locations, which should offer a moment of safety, are now tainted with a sinister aura. Saving the game feels like making a pact with an unseen force, one that watches and waits. Each time Jeduceable saves the game, he feels a presence watching him, judging his every move. It's an oppressive feeling, as if the game itself is alive and aware of his actions. This presence is not just passive, it seems to react to his decisions, altering the game world in response. Jeduceable is trapped in a digital hellscape, haunted by the vengeful spirit of Ben. This entity is not just a glitch or a bug, it is a malevolent force with its own agenda. Ben's influence permeates every aspect of the game, turning it into a nightmarish reflection of Jedusable's fears. He knows he must find a way to escape, to break free from this digital nightmare, but the path to freedom is fraught with peril. Every step he takes is met with new challenges, each more daunting than the last. The game world is a labyrinth of horrors, designed to keep him trapped. But how do you escape from something that exists within the very fabric of the game itself? This is not just a matter of finding an exit or defeating a final boss. The game world and its horrors are intertwined with his own reality, blurring the lines between the digital and the real. Jeduceable must confront not only the game's challenges, but also his own inner demons if he hopes to break free.